Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
Transformation from alt mode to robot. So let's get it started. Spin these up. Easiest first step. Get them out the way. Subscribe. Pull the weapons off. Set them to the side. Then you just start unfolding or pulling out this stuff. You might need a spudger. There we go. Don't forget these pieces that are pulled out. You can push in, pull this up, this piece up right here. Then you can fold this down easily, flip this around. Make sure you flip that all the way around. Then you can move this back down and this will go in here. Do the same thing over here. Push this wheel up, pull this up right here. Pull that out in the back, flip that around and down. Put that down, flip this around like that, and this will go in as well. Flip these up. You can undo this that's clamped on there. You just undo it, then you pull all this out, and then you can kind of see how it's going to go, but you have to adjust it, get this head up so you can make this flat, and then you can work on all of this. Pull this top piece up out of here. There's some pegs here, pegs here. Might need a spudger again. There you go. Pull that like that. Then you can work with these sides. Kind of get that off of there. And then this could go down. You have it like that. Now you can work on this. Put that in there. That should fit. Again, over here, you want to move this out of there. It's on these pegs and it's kind of tight on these pegs right here. But then you move this in there like this. Get that out the way. And like that. So now what you're trying to do is get this. You want to move this up. I know this can be a little tricky. So have that straight up like that. Move this straight up because you want to put this in first and then flip these down. So you put and try to get the propeller out the way. So you move that in first. And then you can kind of get the propeller up under here. Wait, it's out of, there we go. Make sure this thing, this extra fin on this side, not counting the propeller, is here. So you gotta make sure those are up before you put that up, and then you can move this down and in and try to get it situated how you need it, like this. And this can go under here and kind of put it in between so it doesn't stick out. And there you go. And then the propeller doesn't stick out and it stays up in there. Then these, you want to pull this out because it's going to go and cover up these. This is the only thing I don't like. I don't know why they ain't put no pegs. I guess maybe they couldn't fit it. I don't know. But then you move this in, and there's pegs on the back of here that go into this thing. You can either pull it out like this and get this where you need it before you peg it. And you see the little spaces right there for this arm piece. You kind of make sure it's there like that. Then you can peg all this in, and all of this catches and pegs together. Just like that. And then you don't have to worry about the arms or anything. Make sure this is in tight. Move this back down, and you have the upper body. So now for the lower body, again, you're going to need a spudger because these are super tight. Once you get that in there though, it's fine. You can move this out. Eventually it's going to move down like this. And then you can fold these up, and then they fold in and down like this. And on this side, do the same thing. Pull that all out. You can fold this down and in. Now move this out a little bit so you can get all of this rocked out. And make sure you can rock this out like that. You can see it. And take this off for now. Then I like to watch that, but I want to get it spread apart as much as possible to give you room to work. But again, watch this joint, because I don't know, the teeth are too strong or whatever. Then you move this out. I'll show it from this angle so you can know all this stuff in here. Move this out here, and this goes out here, and then you can eventually move this around. But now you get this folded out, get this folded out, get this off of here, right here. Spudger time. This tab is really tight to go in. Then unfold all of this out, and you can see how it's gonna work. Then this folds down, and you fold this out and about. Fold this little piece right here out. That kind of fills in. You saw that part earlier. I don't know where it's at now, but it fills in. And move this all the way down like that, and then it'll work where you need it to be. Then you see where this is, and you can start to gauge. Move that up like that. Move this down. And it's kind of intuitive because it fits in certain spots. Then this goes like that. And then you'll have this here. This goes down, fits into this little spot like that. Then you can move this up, and it goes down. Move that back. This clamps onto here, this thing. Now you can move this down. No, I didn't. So you move that like this so the wheels are at the very bottom. And now you should have enough clearance. Move this down here. This tab's on right here and right here. And then this a clamp on over here. So you tab that in there, tab that in there. This clamps on there. And you can see it's creating the leg. And now you can move this up. Side. You got to move this piece down straight like that. I had it up. I don't know why I had it up. You can clamp that, and you see you got a leg done. So try it over here. I don't know how it'll just be different. So this piece right here where I had it like that, you do have to move this down. So it's part of the bottom piece of the leg. This is the opposite direction. Since it's the opposite leg, I'll show it like that. So move this, out here. Pull that out, move it down, and make sure it's all the way down, and then it'll fit where it needs to be. Pull this out here, this out, flip the toe around, and then this goes up in here like this. You see the little space where it fits. Move that out, move this out, move that out of there, unfold it, and then stuff just falls into place. Like that, like that, like that. Move this up here like this. Move that there. This clamps onto that piece. Then you can move this down. Peg that there. Then this moves in and clamps right there and right here. Keep all that. Messed up with this. Pull that out. Pull that out. Make sure this is all the way up and this peg tabs into there. That's what keeps it all together and makes it so it doesn't fall into itself. You move this up here. Clamp this foot on where it's supposed to be at. Almost finished. Now for the arms are basically almost where they need to be. Make sure it's all the way up so you can pull this thing out. Only reason I'm having it plugged in is so I can move this all the way out. So then this moves all the way out and you can flip it around like you do. Worry about that hand. Then you push this down. These might go down automatically by themselves. Over here's the same way. Leave it tabbed in like I said, so you can flip this down, flip this around, and flip it back up. And you can untab this where it's supposed to be. And here you are. Once again, you can add these. Add them here. I was confused at first. Then you flip them over and they tab on underneath. Add them here, flip it over, tab on underneath. And you just put the gun together and you're great. Gravy. Back to robot mode. All right, so if this helped, I hope it helped. Leave me a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. All right, peace.
You know, life ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high.